Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is currently March 22nd and I'm actually going to be gone towards the end of March, so I thought I would film my April picking my TBR because I still have quite a bit left of March and I have my week off coming up right now. I actually have 4 books that I am not complete with on that March TBR, which are Legendary, which I don't have down here right now. At the Water's Edge, Einstein's Dreams, and Fourth Wing. I am still planning to try to get to all 3 of these, so I'm just going to set them off to the side for now. But I'm going to pick from my TBR up here. I do have 2 new editions. I've actually read both of these books before. I enjoyed these books so much that I wanted to purchase them, and that is Fable and Namesake. I kind of wish my copy of this did not have this on here, so I might eventually try to find a different copy without that on it. But I love how beautiful they look. I really enjoyed the storyline of these books. They will be pretty fast reads because they're young adults. But those are new to my TBR and can be chosen for April. So for April, I'm thinking I'm going to choose 6 or 7 books. I'm thinking that I will have a bit of time to read in April. I'm hoping life is not as crazy, but we will see what happens. So, without further ado, let's pick from our cup for our TBR props. I did add a couple more in here, just as I've come across them, but pick number 1. Oh, this one's a long one. Okay, published more than 5 years ago. So I'm gonna have to look at a couple of these publication dates and pick one out. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Paper Towns. This book was published in 2008. It is a book that I have previously read. It is currently being borrowed to me, but I'm kind of in the mood to read this book because I recently read The Cartographers, so I was still in like that map world, and I just feel like now is a good time to read this book. So my first pick for published more than 5 years ago is Paper Towns. Okay, next pick number 2. It looks like another long one. Buy a book off your wish list. So I'm gonna actually table this one for now. I'm gonna set it off to the side and I will re-add it in. Right now my TBR is feeling very full, so we will add this one back in and pick it a different month. Now it's just not the right time to buy a book. Okay, next one. Animal on the cover. So I'm gonna have to pull some of these out and see if I can find animals on the cover. Okay, we've got some choices. Let's go through them. I have The Call of the Wild, which is a book I picked up for free. I want to read and declutter, so this is probably a pretty good choice. I have the Autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt. This is a hefty book. And it has got a dog on the cover. This one has a few dogs on the cover. I don't know if I want to read this one this month, so I might set this one back off to the side. I'm just not feeling it right now. I could read Woman of Light, which has a horse on the cover. This is a borrowed book to me, and It is only around 300 pages, so it's a pretty light read. I could read Star in the Storm, which is a children's book and has a Newfoundland on the cover. Ooh, hopefully my stack of books doesn't fall. I could read Touching Spirit Bay, which is another book I got for free that I want to declutter after I read it. I read this book a long time ago, and I wanted to reread it when I could pick it up for free. And then the other one that I could put on there is The Mysterious Benedict Society and the Perilous Journey. It has a bird on the cover. This is one that I don't think I want to read it either. So let me put this one back and we'll go back through the other three. Or four I have here. Okay. Touching Spirit Bear, Star in the Storm, Woman of Light, or The Call of the Wild. I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to pick one of these two books that I want to read and declutter. I think I'm going to go with Call of the Wild. Read this one and then pass it along. I think this will be a really fast read because look at how huge this font is. And there's pictures on every other page. So we're going to add that for an animal on the cover. We'll add these back into my shelf and then we'll do our next one. Okay. Time for pick number 3. Number 3. Fantasy book. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to read for fantasy? Okay, I'm actually getting down on my fantasy books, like pretty far down. But I think what I'm going to pick is Finale. I'm currently reading Legendary, and now it's going to be done by the end of the month. So I think I'll put Finale on there, finish up a series. So that's book number 3. Let's pick 3 or 4 more. Next one is a book about family. I know exactly which one I am going to pick. I am going to pick Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. This is a borrowed book to me, so I'd like to read it and return. Plus, I have a lot of like young adult children's on here, so an adult fiction about family is a good addition. Okay, pick number 5. Oh, almost lost that one. Under 200 pages. Okay, this is going to take me a second. Okay, here are 2 options for under 200 pages. I have Star in the Storm, which is about 150 pages, and Plato and Platypus Walk into a Bar, which is right under 200 pages, like 190 something. I think I'm going to do this one. This is a borrowed book to me, and a book that maybe is going to get decluttered from our household after I finish it, so we'll add that one. Plus, I have a lot of young adult and children, so this will at least be a little bit more, a little different. And we'll add Star in the Storm back on our shelf. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 5. Let's pick 2 more. Just because we have so much children's. Okay. Ooh, sister's pick. Okay. I'm going to have to send a picture of my TBR to my sister. I will let her pick, and then I will insert the book that she picked here. So my sister got back to me or one of my sisters got back to me and told me that I should read the True Love Bookshop. So I am going to add this one to my April TBR. Okay, and our final and 7th pick is... Oh, we got 2. pick this one. Newest book. My newest book would be Fable and Namesake. So I guess we're putting Fable on my TBR. Okay, let's go through all of the books that I picked for my April TBR. For published more than 5 years ago, we have Paper Towns, Animal on the cover, The Call of the Wild, fantasy book, Finale, book about family, Tom Lake, Plato and a Platypus walk into a bar. Understanding philosophies through jokes is for another 200 pages. And newest book would be Fable. And finally, I will insert a picture of whichever book my sister picks out. So that is my April TBR. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.